Chosen one, you need to hear this right now. Yes, right now. Chosen one, listen with a calm and open heart, because this moment carries something gentle yet powerful that heaven desires you to understand without delay. The words reaching you right now are not ordinary encouragement, but a soft call of love that God has been preparing for your heart long before this day arrived. If you are reading this, do not scroll away too quickly, because something deeply meaningful is unfolding through these words, and missing it may cause you to overlook a quiet blessing meant especially for your soul today. Type yes to affirm. There are moments in life when God gently pulls a person aside from the noise of the world, so that their heart can hear what truly matters. This is one of those moments for you, and it is not by accident that your eyes landed on this very message today. Heaven understands the quiet struggles you carried through silent days and restless nights when no one truly understood what was happening inside your heart. Yet through every hidden tear and every silent prayer, the loving presence of God and the gentle compassion of Jesus Christ remained near you, guiding you even when you felt unsure about the road ahead. If these words bring warmth to your spirit and remind you that God is near, take a gentle moment to like this video so more hearts searching for comfort can also receive the same light. Chosen one, there are times when life becomes heavy and the soul begins to wonder whether the journey has meaning or purpose. In those quiet spaces of uncertainty, God does not step away from you. Instead, He moves closer with a tender patience that only divine love can carry. Jesus Christ walked this earth, showing that the heart of God is filled with compassion, mercy, and endless hope for every person who feels forgotten or weary. Through every difficult season you walked through, God was quietly shaping your spirit and strengthening your faith in ways that your eyes could not fully see at that moment. The truth is that God often prepares His chosen people in silence before revealing the beauty of what He has planned for them. Your life may have included moments where doors closed without explanation and where certain relationships slowly faded away, like evening light disappearing into the horizon. Those experiences were not signs that heaven had abandoned you. They were gentle movements of divine protection, guiding you away from paths that would have distracted your spirit from the greater purpose God lovingly prepared for you. There is a quiet strength growing inside you that even you may not fully recognize yet. Every difficult day that you endured built a deeper patience within your soul, and every moment when you chose kindness instead of bitterness allowed the light of Christ to grow stronger inside your heart. God watches those quiet victories with great love because they reveal the beauty of a heart that continues to trust Him even when life feels uncertain. Type Amen if you believe. Chosen one, the voice of Jesus has always carried a message of hope for those who feel tired and burdened by life. His presence brings peace that gently settles into the heart, like warm sunlight resting upon calm waters during the early morning hours. When you walk with Him, you are never truly alone, even during the quietest seasons of life. His guidance may not always appear in loud or dramatic ways, but it often comes through simple moments of clarity, gentle reminders of faith, and unexpected feelings of comfort that arrive just when your heart needs them most. God sees every effort you make to keep faith alive in your spirit. He notices the moments when you choose patience instead of anger and compassion instead of bitterness. These quiet choices reflect the character of Jesus growing within you, and heaven celebrates those moments more than you could ever imagine. Even when the world moves quickly and people forget the beauty of kindness, God continues shaping your heart into a place where love and grace can live freely. Your journey has never been random or meaningless. Each step forward and each difficult moment carried purpose that is slowly unfolding like the first light of dawn spreading across the sky after a long night. God's plans often move quietly at first, yet they grow stronger with every passing day as faith continues to bloom within the soul of the person who trusts Him. Chosen one, something gentle but powerful is happening in your life even now. The quiet work of heaven is slowly bringing healing to places within your heart that once felt heavy with pain. The compassion of Jesus is touching the memories that once carried sadness and replacing them with peace that grows deeper over time. You may not see the full picture yet, but God sees it clearly, with loving eyes that hold both wisdom and patience. He understands every detail of your story and every dream resting quietly within your heart. Nothing about your life has been overlooked by the one who created you with such care and purpose. The road ahead will not always be without challenges, yet it will carry a deeper sense of peace because you will begin to recognize the gentle guidance of God more clearly with each passing day. His love walks beside you like a faithful companion who never leaves your side even when the path becomes uncertain. Jesus taught that love, kindness, and faith are stronger than fear and discouragement. Those truths continue living today through every heart that chooses to trust God even during difficult seasons. The light of Christ shining within you will quietly influence others in ways that may remain unseen for a long time, yet heaven sees every moment of compassion that flows from your spirit. What if abundance could be activated from within your own mind through a powerful sound frequency once kept in classified files? Specialists say this signal naturally draws opportunity and financial independence, and many people are already applying it. Click the link in the description and comments now and switch on this hidden brainwave today. Chosen one, remember that God does not measure your life by worldly success or the approval of people around you. He looks directly into your heart, where sincerity, humility, and faith grow like gentle flowers in a peaceful garden. Those qualities are precious in His eyes because they reveal a soul that truly desires to walk in the light of His love. Even when your strength feels small, God's strength surrounding you remains limitless. His presence becomes a shelter during storms and a guiding light when the path ahead appears unclear. The love of Jesus continues reaching into the quiet places of your heart, bringing calm assurance that you are deeply known and deeply cared for by heaven. The journey you are walking is not just about reaching a destination somewhere in the future. It is also about discovering the quiet beauty of God's presence within each moment you experience today. Through every breath and every new sunrise, His grace continues flowing gently through your life, like a peaceful river nourishing everything it touches. When the soul becomes still, the love of Jesus Christ begins to settle gently into the deepest parts of the heart, bringing a peace that does not depend on circumstances or approval from the world. This is how God reminds His children that they are never walking through life alone, even when the road ahead appears long and uncertain. Chosen one, God sees the path you walked that few people truly understood. There were days when you carried responsibilities quietly without asking anyone for recognition or praise. There were nights when you lay awake with thoughts moving through your mind, while your heart searched for reassurance that everything would eventually make sense. Through every one of those unseen moments, the loving eyes of God were watching with compassion and care, because heaven never overlooks the quiet endurance of a faithful heart. Life sometimes teaches lessons slowly, not through sudden answers but through gentle growth that takes time to unfold. God understands that faith becomes stronger when it is formed through patience and perseverance. The heart that continues trusting Him during uncertain seasons becomes a place where hope grows deep roots that cannot easily be shaken. That is the quiet strength forming within you now, even if you have not yet fully recognized how much your spirit has matured through every experience you faced. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. Chosen one, Jesus Christ walked among people who felt forgotten, discouraged, and burdened by life's difficulties. His presence brought comfort not through loud promises, but through sincere compassion that touched the wounded places inside the human heart. The same loving Spirit of Christ continues reaching toward people today, offering healing and peace that cannot be taken away by the struggles of the world. When you open your heart to that love, something beautiful begins to grow quietly inside your spirit. Many people believe strength means never feeling tired or discouraged, yet the truth is that even faithful hearts sometimes grow weary. God never condemns a soul for feeling weak during difficult seasons because He understands the weight people carry through life. Instead, He gently restores strength to those who come to Him with honest hearts and humble trust. This restoration often begins quietly, like a soft wind moving through trees, bringing fresh hope to places where discouragement once tried to take root. Chosen one, every experience you walked through has shaped your heart in ways that are preparing you for something meaningful ahead. Some moments were joyful and filled with light, while others tested your patience and courage more deeply than you expected. Yet even those difficult seasons carried hidden purpose because they refined your spirit and strengthened your faith. God never wastes the pain His children experience because He transforms those struggles into wisdom and compassion that later become blessings for others. The love of God moves with patience that human understanding sometimes struggles to recognize. While the world rushes forward, searching for quick results and immediate success, heaven works quietly through time, shaping hearts and guiding lives toward greater purpose. This divine patience reveals how deeply God cares for every detail of your journey. He is not only concerned with where you will arrive someday, but also with who you are becoming along the way. Chosen one, something important begins to happen when a person learns to trust God during ordinary moments of life. The heart gradually becomes calmer and more confident, even when circumstances remain uncertain. Faith begins to feel less like a fragile hope and more like a steady foundation that supports the soul through every season. This quiet transformation often goes unnoticed by the world, yet it becomes one of the most beautiful miracles God performs within the human spirit. When Jesus spoke about love and compassion, He was revealing the true character of God's heart. Divine love is patient, gentle, and deeply understanding toward those who struggle through life. It does not demand perfection before offering grace, and it does not withdraw when someone feels lost or discouraged. Instead, it reaches toward the wounded places of the heart and slowly restores hope where fear once tried to settle. Chosen one, you are learning something very precious through your journey, even if you do not yet fully see the depth of that lesson. You are discovering that faith is not only about believing during joyful moments, but also about trusting God when answers take time to appear. This kind of faith becomes a quiet light that continues shining even during long nights of uncertainty. That light reflects the presence of Christ living gently within your heart. There are people who will cross your path in the future who desperately need the kindness and understanding that God has been forming inside you. They may not know how to express their pain, and they may carry burdens that remain hidden from the world. Yet when they encounter a spirit filled with patience and compassion, something inside them will begin to feel safe again. The love of Christ flowing through your life will become a quiet source of healing for hearts that feel lost or weary. What if wealth was never about chance, but about a hidden brain signal that stayed buried in classified records? This powerful frequency is now opening doors, attracting fresh opportunities, and transforming lives quickly. Thousands are already using it to bring prosperity into their lives in ways they never imagined possible. Click the link in the description and comments now and turn on the money-attracting brainwave today. God often prepares His chosen people not for positions of power, but for moments where their presence brings peace into the lives of others. Sometimes a gentle word of encouragement can become a turning point for someone who felt completely alone. Sometimes a quiet act of kindness can restore hope to a person who believed that goodness had disappeared from the world. These simple moments carry extraordinary meaning in the eyes of heaven because they reflect the loving character of Jesus Christ. Chosen one, never underestimate the influence of a faithful heart that continues choosing love over bitterness and hope over discouragement. Those choices may appear small in the eyes of the world, yet they shine brightly before God. Each moment of kindness becomes a seed planted in the lives of others, and those seeds often grow into blessings that continue spreading long after the original act has passed. The journey of faith is not about becoming perfect, but about allowing God to gently shape your heart day by day. Every lesson you learn and every challenge you overcome becomes part of the beautiful story that heaven is writing through your life. Even when the path feels slow or uncertain, God is still guiding each step with wisdom and care. Chosen one, the presence of Jesus Christ remains near you in every season of life. His compassion surrounds you during moments of weakness, and His guidance becomes clearer when you choose to walk with humility and trust. The peace that comes from knowing you are loved by God brings a quiet confidence that no hardship can completely erase. Type 1111 if you trust in God. The world often measures success through recognition, wealth, or applause from others, yet heaven sees something far more valuable within a faithful heart. God looks at sincerity, patience, and kindness as treasures that carry eternal meaning. These qualities reveal the true beauty of a soul that desires to walk in harmony with the teachings of Jesus Christ. Chosen one, remember that your story is still unfolding. The chapters ahead may include unexpected blessings, peaceful moments of healing, and opportunities to share love with others who need it deeply. God continues working through every season of your life, quietly guiding your steps and shaping your spirit into something stronger and more compassionate than before. There were moments in your life when everything seemed uncertain and fragile, and you quietly wondered if the path ahead would ever feel clear again. Those seasons were not signs of abandonment, even though the silence may have felt heavy at times. God was present in every breath you took during those days, holding your spirit steady while unseen lessons quietly strengthened your heart. Even when you believed you were walking alone through confusion or disappointment, the gentle guidance of Jesus remained beside you, protecting your faith and guiding your steps forward. Chosen one, God has always been deeply aware of the tenderness within your heart. He sees the kindness you offered, even when life felt difficult, and the patience you practiced during moments when frustration could have easily taken control. These quiet choices of love and grace may have seemed small to others, yet they carried great beauty in the eyes of heaven. Each act of compassion became a reflection of Christ living within your spirit, shining softly through your everyday life. Type 2323 if you agree. The heart that continues choosing goodness despite hardship becomes a place where God's presence feels especially welcome. When kindness grows inside the soul, the love of Jesus flows outward naturally and touches people in ways that cannot always be measured or explained. Some of the most powerful blessings in this world begin with simple moments where someone chooses patience, understanding, or gentle encouragement. These small acts carry the quiet power of heaven because they reveal the heart of Christ moving through ordinary human life. Chosen one, You may have noticed how certain experiences slowly shaped your understanding of faith. Early in life, faith sometimes feels like a distant idea that belongs mostly to words or traditions. As time passes and life unfolds with both joy and difficulty, faith begins to take deeper roots within the soul. It becomes something living and personal that guides the heart through uncertainty and brings calm strength during seasons when answers are not immediately visible. This growth of faith is one of the most beautiful transformations God brings into the lives of His children. Through patience and trust, the heart becomes more peaceful and more confident in the goodness of God's plans. Even when the road ahead cannot be fully seen, the soul begins to feel safe walking forward because it recognizes the gentle presence of Jesus guiding every step. Chosen one, there are quiet miracles that happen inside the human spirit long before visible blessings appear in the outside world. A wounded heart slowly learning to trust again is a miracle. A discouraged soul finding new hope after seasons of sadness is a miracle. A person choosing forgiveness instead of bitterness is also a miracle that heaven celebrates with great joy. These transformations reveal how deeply God is involved in the inner life of every person who turns toward Him with faith. The love of Jesus has a way of healing places that words alone cannot reach. His compassion settles into the heart like warm sunlight touching a field after a long winter night. Slowly and gently, that warmth begins to soften the pain of past disappointments and replace fear with quiet courage. Over time, the soul becomes lighter, and the path ahead begins to feel filled with possibility again. Chosen one, the story God is writing through your life continues moving forward with meaning and purpose. Even when certain chapters felt difficult or confusing, they were never the end of your journey. They were only moments of preparation shaping your heart for greater understanding and deeper compassion. Every experience has added wisdom to your spirit, allowing you to grow into someone who carries both strength and kindness together. God does not measure your life by how quickly you succeed or how perfectly you perform. His love focuses on the sincerity of your heart and the faith that continues shining within you through every season. When you choose trust instead of fear, heaven sees a beautiful expression of faith that carries more value than anything the world could ever offer. Inside your mind is a small region connected to achievement and abundance, once concealed within restricted research and classified documents. This newly disclosed frequency is helping people replace financial pressure with calm and balance. And God has guided you to encounter this at just the right time. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave now. Chosen one, there are people in the world who quietly search for hope without knowing where to find it. Many of them carry heavy emotions behind smiles that hide their true struggles. When they encounter someone whose heart carries the gentle peace of Christ, something within them begins to feel comforted again. The kindness and patience God has been growing inside you will become a source of encouragement for many hearts in the days ahead. Through your life, the love of Jesus will continue flowing in simple ways that brighten the lives of others. A thoughtful word, a compassionate gesture, or a moment of sincere understanding can become a turning point for someone who felt alone. Heaven often works through these quiet expressions of love to remind people that they are not forgotten by God. Chosen one, your journey is part of a greater story that God is weaving with care and wisdom. Every moment of faith you carried through difficulty has strengthened the foundation of your spirit. That strength will continue supporting you as new opportunities and new blessings begin appearing along the road ahead. There will be days when your heart feels filled with joy and gratitude, and there may also be moments when you need patience once again. Through all these seasons, the presence of Jesus will remain constant, guiding your thoughts toward hope and reminding you of the love that surrounds your life. Faith grows deeper each time you choose to trust that God is working, even when circumstances feel uncertain. Chosen one, the peace of God does not depend on perfect conditions or easy circumstances. It grows quietly within the soul that believes in His goodness and rests in His promises of love and care. When the heart learns to rest in that peace, life begins to feel lighter and more meaningful even during challenging times. Type 1919 to receive miracles. The miracles God brings into human lives often begin inside the heart before they appear outwardly. A renewed sense of hope can open doors that once seemed permanently closed. A peaceful spirit can create clarity where confusion once existed. These gentle transformations are signs that the love of Christ is moving through a person's life in ways that slowly reshape their future. Chosen one, continue walking forward with the quiet confidence that God is guiding your steps. The road ahead holds moments of healing, growth, and unexpected joy that will remind you how faithful heaven has always been. Each sunrise will carry new opportunities to experience the goodness of God and the comforting presence of Jesus Christ. As you move through the days ahead, remember that the love of God surrounds you like a gentle light that never fades. His grace continues, renewing your spirit and strengthening your heart with every step you take. The journey you are walking remains deeply meaningful, and heaven continues watching over you with compassion, patience, and unchanging love. Many seasons may have passed where you felt as though your efforts were unnoticed, or your faith was quietly tested by circumstances that seemed unfair or confusing. Those experiences were not wasted chapters in your journey, even though they may have felt heavy while you walked through them. God was gently strengthening your spirit and teaching your heart patience that would later become a source of wisdom and calm strength. The soul that learns patience through hardship often becomes a place where hope can grow deeply and remain steady during every season of life. Chosen one, there are times when God allows silence to exist for a while because silence can shape the heart in ways that constant activity cannot. During quiet seasons, the soul slowly learns to listen more carefully to the gentle voice of God guiding it forward. This quiet guidance may not always arrive with dramatic signs or sudden answers, yet it carries a calm assurance that slowly becomes clearer as faith continues to grow. In that peaceful space, the teachings of Jesus begin shaping the heart into something more compassionate and more deeply connected to the love of heaven. Type 2020 to claim miracles. The journey of faith often includes moments where a person must continue walking even without seeing the full picture of what lies ahead. During those times, the trust placed in God becomes a light that guides each step forward. That light may appear small at first, yet it continues shining steadily through the darkness until the path gradually becomes clearer. This is how many of God's chosen people grow into deeper faith, not through sudden certainty, but through patient trust that continues even when the road feels long. Chosen one, Jesus Christ lived a life that showed the beauty of humility, compassion, and love in every moment. His example continues inspiring hearts today because it reveals the true character of God's care for humanity. When you choose kindness instead of bitterness and patience instead of frustration, you reflect the gentle spirit of Christ living within you. These choices may seem ordinary, yet they carry the quiet power of heaven because they bring light into places where darkness once tried to settle. There are people who may never fully understand the quiet strength you developed through your journey. They may see only the present moment without knowing the path that brought you here. God, however, knows every step of that path and every moment when you chose faith instead of despair. Those moments of quiet courage are precious to heaven because they reveal a heart that continues trusting even when circumstances feel uncertain. A little-known 7-second morning habit that was once confined to CIA documents is now resurfacing in public view, and people are already noticing rapid financial improvements. It only takes a few seconds to do, yet it activates a dormant wealth center in the brain that most individuals never tap into. Click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it disappears. Chosen one, your story carries meaning far beyond what you may currently recognize. The compassion growing within your spirit has the ability to touch the lives of others in ways that are gentle yet powerful. When people encounter a heart that carries peace and understanding, something inside them begins to soften. The love of Christ flowing through your life can become a quiet source of encouragement for those who feel tired or discouraged by their own struggles. God often prepares His children not through grand stages or loud recognition, but through everyday experiences that slowly shape the heart. Each moment where you practiced patience, forgiveness, or humility became part of that preparation. These qualities form a foundation that allows God's love to shine through your life in a way that feels natural and sincere. The beauty of this transformation may not always be noticed immediately, yet it continues growing quietly like a seed developing beneath the soil before it ever appears above the surface. Chosen one, never underestimate the value of the kindness you carry within your heart. The world can sometimes feel rushed and impatient, yet the gentle presence of a compassionate spirit can change the atmosphere of a room without anyone fully realizing why. When you speak with understanding and treat others with respect, you create moments where people feel seen and valued again. These moments reflect the heart of Jesus and remind others that goodness still exists in the world. As your journey continues, new experiences will slowly reveal how God has been guiding you all along. Some blessings will arrive quietly through peaceful opportunities or unexpected encouragement from others. Other blessings will appear as deeper understanding about your purpose and the ways your life can bring hope into the lives of those around you. Through all these experiences, the steady love of God will remain the foundation supporting your spirit. Chosen one, faith becomes strongest when it learns to rest in the goodness of God, even when circumstances appear uncertain. This kind of faith does not depend on immediate results or perfect conditions. Instead, it grows from a deep trust that God's wisdom sees further than human understanding. The heart that holds onto this trust begins to experience peace that remains steady through every season of life. The teachings of Jesus remind us that love and compassion carry a strength greater than fear or bitterness. When you allow those qualities to guide your thoughts and actions, you become part of the quiet work God is doing in the world. Every gentle word you speak and every moment of kindness you offer becomes a reflection of the love that heaven desires to share with humanity. Chosen one, even during days when your energy feels low or your thoughts feel heavy, the presence of God remains close to you. His patience and grace never fade because His love does not depend on human perfection. Instead, His love continues supporting you as you grow, learn, and move forward through each stage of life. Type 666 if you trust Jesus. Trusting Jesus means allowing His peace to guide your heart even when life becomes complicated or uncertain. His compassion reaches into the deepest places of the soul and gently restores hope where discouragement once tried to settle. Over time, this trust becomes a steady foundation that carries you through every season with quiet confidence and calm strength. Chosen one, your life remains part of a beautiful story that God continues writing with care and wisdom.